Are you going to meetups?
I have one meetups on Mondays, and I've gone to Alexis.
Great. So at Alexis's meetup, what do they do at the end of the meetup?
She's always asking to see if anybody's got a deal.
Who has a deal?
Yeah.
Go.
And there's few of them, and everybody's chomping at the bit for it.
That's right.
There-
That's
there are
right.
guys sit up there, he says, I've got $1 million, I'm looking for stuff right now.
Yeah.
Who's got what?
That's
Give me
right.
name and number.
And Alexis always says, if you got a deal, I've got buyers.
I'm your buyer. Yeah.
She's got buyers, or she's got a list that
I
she
guess,
can.
you know.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
In the scheme of things, I'm jumping into this, but I'm still kind of, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that part's not the part you're gonna need to be afraid of.
Yeah.
There would be people that.
Get the contract. Call me up. We'll get you. Are you gonna? I'm gifting you 60 days of free mentoring. I shouldn't say free. I'm gifting it. I'm providing my time to you. Get something under contract, man. Let's make it happen. Yeah.
Oh, trust me.
Okay.
You haven't seen my involvement here. Trust me.
Yeah. No. Right. Yeah. That's right. So, that's right, man. Hey, Ren, I got a deal. I couldn't wait. So yeah.
If you haven't seen my involvement here, it's.
Oh, I've seen your involvement. You've been. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you're the first one here every morning.
Probably the fourth. Too.
I posted one last week, and a friend of mine from my childhood said, hey, I didn't know you were doing this. I want to get involved. I've got X number.
You know, and I talked to
Brilliant, man. That's
talked to
awesome.
Ryan right before this class started, is that I had somebody, which was a vendor of mine, SoCal. Hey, Eric, I saw I got into one of these REI things, and I see your name all over the place and this and that. Asking these questions, what's going on? How you doing this? So
There you go, man.
Just relax.
So yeah. So the point is that the deals will bring the buyers out of the woodwork for you. 7-day payday. So again, how to market the contract. It's just like any other property you have for sale, except you're not selling the property. You don't own the property. So you're selling your contract or your position in that contract, and you're assigning your right to purchase that property to another buyer. That's why it's called an assignment.
Clear in your marketing.
Yeah, you do.
I'm signing a contract on this property.
Be upfront. You'll see guys that say, "Oh, I got a property for sale," and then you find out they're a wholesaler. I'm not going to bust them on it, but if someone wanted to, it's fraud. Yes.
you can also market that on your, because I've been looking in Craigslist. You can also mark that, hey, I'm not, no fraud, no fraud here. I'm, selling these properties, and however way you want to wordsmith it.
Yeah, your contract. You guys have this contract. I mean, what does it say in one of the terms on 13? Page 16, number 24 of the contract, other agreements. That's on your sub 2-1. On number 13, on page 13, on your wholesale, since we're talking about wholesale, second to last little arrow bullet.
Fireplace signs properties immediately upon acceptance of this contract by both parties.
So you have the right to, market this property. But again, you can't market it as your own because you don't own it. Just, that's the only thing. Yeah.
So is there any fear in marketing what you have the contract and your price for? Is somebody just trying to wait? That doesn't make sense. It's giving deals away.
Okay, yeah, it's a great question because this is what this says. You have to protect yourself. Never give out the address of the property if you don't have it closed yet, or if you don't have it under contract yet.
Because once you get it under contract, I forget where it was at, is that they can't go out.
The very next page. Provisions.
Yeah. Number 15. The agreement established a prohibition against transfer, conveyance, or encumbrance to property.
I think we went over this with Gary, but shouldn't that say by the seller?
It's under.
Because you are,
No, because it just gives it
because we are transferring. We are transferring.
No, we're not.
We
no,
might,
no.
Exactly, yeah.
This is a contract.
Yeah, I understand, but it doesn't specify that it's for the buyer. Not
He's saying that we had a buyer one time that had took issue with that and said that because it didn't say seller could not transfer it, he was freaking out.
He wasn't freaking out, but he pointed it out.
Yeah, and I told him it was inconsequential, and it could be, we're not
Applied by contract.
exactly it is. Yeah, it's applied. We're not doing that. We are signing the contract. We're not transferring anything. We're just signing the contract. Yeah. If you want to, Eric, go ahead. You can add that by the seller. That's totally fine. Most sellers don't even read it anyway, so.
If it's not compliant, there's the contract holds no water. So
Yeah.
like legally, it has to be.
Yeah. Because you don't.
It has to be implied because that's what the
Well, no.
it's designed for.
Well, yeah. Who can transfer or convey property? Only the seller can. You can't. You don't own it.
Like he's worried about he won't find a buyer. Because the very last bullet point in number 13, in the event of a default, the sole remedy shall be the earnest money deposit.
And that's if you've blown past your contingency window.
Right. So I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen, you're going to lose $500.
Or 100 or whatever you decide to be.
That's what you.
If you even put money down, I mean, you just open up escrow and never put money into it.
Yeah, you can do zero.
So I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen is that right there.
I put no escrow. I put no earnest money on my sub 2 deals.
Sub two, okay, once you get that signed contract, you have to require those in 3 days, right? To go to the title.
Not on sub 2.
Okay.
Sub 2 is different. Yeah. Yes.
I have a concern.
Yeah.
You could help me feel more comfortable about
I would love to.
It is representing the property kind of thing. For me, if you show a property or do anything with the property that you don't have an equitable interest in, that's practicing real estate without a license. That's how I understand it.
Okay.
How can you make me feel comfortable about paragraph 13, second to the last one?
Yep.
Where you mentioned that you can show and market the property when it's kind of, in my mind, in direct conflict with how I understand it.
So what does the law state?
I don't know the exact statement.
Okay.
I just know that unless you're, how I understand it,
Yeah.
is that unless you're an owner of that property, so an equitable, some sort of interest,
Okay.
you cannot market it.
Does the contract give me interest in that property?
No, it doesn't. Unless you're transferring ownership.
If I've put now money down in escrow, does it give me interest in that property?
It's a good question. From what I understand, it doesn't.
Okay. So you can
Because the contract that even you said, until you close, you don't have.
you don't
anything.
own it.
You don't have.
You don't own the property. I would, from the way I understand it, is I now have interest in this property because of the contract and the money exchanging hands in earnest spot. Yeah.
Fine line for me.
And no, that's totally fine. So what I would suggest then is find out where that line is and go from there. I have a separate agreement that I've used before because if the seller gives me express written consent that says yes, you can show my property, I now have permission from the seller to show the property.
But that's like a real estate licensing. In this state, you were required to have a license to.
Is the license required to show the property, or is the license required to represent buyers and sellers?
So here's a suggestion.
Yeah, give your suggestion, and I have another one as well.
So if you venture, do a joint venture,
Mhm.
then you have an equitable interest. So if you have a contract, somehow in this contract, it becomes a joint venture,
Mhm.
then you receive an equitable interest.
Okay.
So and you can buy into it that way.
Let me ask this question this way. And I see what you're saying. Joint venture does give you certain rights. Let's say that I'm in contract on a property and I have an inspection period. Seller cannot be there. Gives me rights. Says, Ryan, here's a key to the property. Let the inspector in to inspect the property. Am I violating real estate law because I'm now showing a property to an inspector?